Hello friends, welcome back to All About Structural Analysis and Design. So today's video will be after a long gap of around 9 to 10 months. So I'll try to be regular on the topics of structural engineering and allied topics of civil engineering. 2-3 days back I had asked one opinion from the subscribers and the viewers of my channel that are you interested in the lecture series of analysis of indeterminate structures. So around 90% of them have given the vote. They are interested in listening to this analysis of indeterminate structures lecture series. So with respect to that analysis of indeterminate structure lecture series, so I'll be starting today with the first video of this series, okay, which is very common, and one civil engineer should know the basic difference between the fixed beam and simply supported beam. So today's video will be on what is fixed beam, okay, the difference I will be telling you, and how to draw or how to analyze the fixed beam. Okay, analyze means not any calculations and all, just the basic concepts how bending moment diagram is drawn. So here now I have drawn two figures. So first figure is the simply supported beam. Okay, so the normal loading conditions, that is W1 one point load is acting and another point load W2 is acting on the horizontal beam AB. Okay, so these are the reactions at A. The reaction is known as RA and here it is RB, and you know that the general bending pattern is like this for simply supported beam, where again the slopes are created. At A the slope is theta A and at B the slope is theta B. Okay, so next particular figure I have drawn here, and you can find out the basic difference here. Okay, what is the basic difference is the ends A and B are fixed. So this is the first difference. Okay, that's why it is known as a fixed beam, and this was simply supported beam. Okay, so now again the same loading conditions I have placed here, W1 point load and another point load of magnitude W2. And if you see the difference carefully, the bending pattern here, okay, so this bending pattern and this bending pattern is having a small difference. And what is that small difference? Here in simply supported beam, the slope or the rotation has been created at the ends, whereas here in the fixed beam the rotations or the slopes at the supports in the sense fixed support is 0. So you can see here there is no bending in the this region. There is no bending in this region and in this region. After some distance then the bending starts. So here you can define what is fixed beam. Okay, there are no rotations, okay, or there is no slopes at the supports. Okay, so how you will arrest these supports? Okay, so how you will make this support or how you will make this rotation here 0 on both the ends? Okay, so again we'll go back to the above figure. Here you can see there is nothing to resist this particular rotation. There is nothing at the corners. Only thing is two verticals reaction are present, whereas the clear difference between these two beams is the acting of moment at the supports. So here the moment MA is acting anti-clockwise. Okay, this moment MA, what it will do, it will push this bending pattern upwards and make the slope here at A is equals to 0. Similarly at B, clockwise moment is acting, and what it does is this, it will just push the bending pattern above and it will make here slope theta B as 0. So in this case theta A and theta B is 0, whereas in simply supported case theta A has some value and theta B has some value. So that's why it is known as fixed beam. Okay, if the end support doesn't provide sufficient reacting or restraining moment. Okay, so if these moments are not sufficient to make slopes theta A and theta 0, some slope will be produced at that support. Okay, so here there may be theta A and theta B provided these moments are very small, but most of the cases the restraining moment will be higher and the slopes theta A and theta B will be 0. Okay, so this is the clear difference between simply supported beam and fixed beam. Once we know the difference between simply supported beam and fixed beam, then we will come to the next part, that is how to draw the bending moment diagram for the fixed beam. Okay, so for most of the students this becomes very difficult to analyze how to draw or how to analyze a fixed beam. Okay, so for here I have drawn three types of beams and corresponding bending moment diagrams. So the first figure is simply supported condition, as it was in previous figure. Okay, two loading conditions, that is point loads W1 and W2, and it is having a vertical reactions VA and VB. Okay, so now what happens, this is the corresponding bending moment diagram or free bending moment diagram for this particular beam. Okay, so now we are assuming W1 is little bit smaller and W2 is greater, so the bending moment, the general bending moment will be like this. So now what we will do, now only we will consider the effect of end couples, that is nothing but MA and MB, the moments created or the moments at A and moments at B. Okay, so for this the bending moment diagram will look something like this. Okay, so MA is smaller and MB is greater. So this is the kind of bending moment diagram you will get for this effect of end couples. And the next particular diagram is about fixed beam, where this is a combination of the first case and second case. So there are loading conditions W1 and W2 and the moments MA and MB. So now what we will do, so these two bending moment diagrams I will take and I will merge. Okay, so first I will draw the free bending moment diagram. Okay, and then I will merge this end couples bending moment diagram with this particular free bending moment diagram, and the resultant bending moment diagram will look something like this. Okay, so this is how we have to analyze a fixed beam. Okay, so nothing I have done. So the first simply supported conditions I have taken, then I applied effect of end couples or moments I applied for that particular beam without this external loading condition, and then the fixed beam is a combination of the simply supported condition and we are exerting that particular couples at the ends, and we are drawing the bending moment diagram for these two conditions, and then we are merging and we are getting the resultant bending moment diagram. So this is how we analyze or we draw the bending moment diagram for fixed beam. So why this I have taken the lecture at the beginning of this particular analysis of indeterminate structure is, first of all, fixed beam is considered as indeterminate structure. Okay, so to have the general concepts clear, I have taken this video, and the next video, subsequent videos will be on the slope deflection method, where you require this particular fixed beam knowledge. So if you have liked this video, please like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe all about structural analysis and design, and also press the bell icon for the latest notifications of my videos in civil and structural engineering. Thank you, friends.